My name is Mitaire Ikpen of the NTA. This question goes to Dr. Sani Aliu and members of the task force. As managers of the pandemic, can you give more explanations into the phased relaxation of the lockdown? Because as at yesterday, we witnessed more cases, the highest in a single day, and we want to know why we are going into phased relaxation of the lockdown. Is it for economic reasons? Is it because we have come to the peak of the pandemic, or the curve is going higher? So Nigerians want more explanation. Then for the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, you told us days back that 279 trucks of grains have been distributed to the 3 lockdown states. We want to know an update or progress report on the distribution of grains so far.
The question was, why are we relaxing the lockdown? And as I said earlier, we're not really relaxing it. We are looking at modifying the current interventions we have. We're moving to more of a containment phase. If you may recall, when we imposed the lockdown, it was primarily for 2 reasons. 1, to slow the progress of the epidemic, and 2, to allow our health systems to get ready. So even internationally, if you look at the global scale, countries are struggling to decide when is the best time to do this. Some might delay for 6-7 weeks, some might open. But what is important is we continue to keep a strong focus and monitor the number of infections we are having, monitor where these infections are happening, and moving in fairly quickly to control them. Some of the measures that we'll be putting in place, we will be more strict with those measures, because if they are implemented as a bundle, they will have very similar effect to you staying at home. So for instance, if you maintain social distancing, hand hygiene, you use face masks, you avoid mass gatherings, and you do that consistently, you'll probably get a similar advantage to staying at home. Of course, we will continue to encourage those that are most at high risk of severe illness to stay at home.
Enforcement in the next segment will be much, much stricter. That's why we are giving time for workplaces to prepare, to make sure that they make provisions available that would enable their workers come, and they would have an enabling environment to operate in direct consonance with the advisories that have been given. And I believe we will receive maximum cooperation from the people of Nigeria, because, like I said yesterday, I will keep repeating it. The stage we are going into is a stage of personal and collective responsibility. Yeah, there is this apprehension that the figures might spike. Every expert that I know, or people that have been following the trend all over the world, they will tell you it will spike. They will tell you it will spike. We saw yesterday, we had 195. Part of what has gotten us to that stage is because we have ramped up our testing, which is very, very important. And I must commend the DG, Nigeria Center for Disease Control, for his boldness of saying that his objective with his team and the task force is to test 2 million Nigerians in the next 3 months. That's a very bold step.
Issue of the directives by Mr. President that we expand the social register by 1 million, that has begun already. As of today, we are at 3 million and projected to be at 3.1 million with the existing one that we have already of 1.2 million earlier on. And we're anticipating to reach a target of 3.6 by the middle of May. Ebonyi is now captured, which was not in the register before. Issue of the Grains, we're all aware we're giving 70,000 grains. As of today, we've been able to deploy 9,320 metric tons of grains to these 3 affected areas. That is about 334 trucks. While Kano is ongoing, 50 trucks are almost arriving in Kano. So this is what we have done as far as the issue of the grains is concerned.